What kind of environment?
Growing up in small town India gives you many learnings.
When you have dreams, you keep living every day.
You keep living every day.
What part of Madurai is still today?
Madurai, I think the 𝗧𝗵𝗁𝗀𝗲, the Meenakshi temple in Madurai will never go out of my mind.
I want to ask you, do you remember your room numbers? Yeah.
In Krishna Bhavan, I remember my first year room number for sure. It was 183.
Okay, 183. Yes.
That was the back wing of Krishna.
Yes.
Okay, I don't. Then we moved into the T wing on the ground floor,
Exactly.
and then went up to the top floor to the front wing. That I remember. Maybe I don't remember exactly the room numbers of the T wing and wing on top, but I do remember the rooms in 𝗣𝗶𝗰𝗲 Pilani very vividly, because for the first time, Ranjan, from being at home with your parents, you were suddenly all by yourself. And when I came to 𝗣𝗶𝗰𝗲 Pilani, I did not know you. I did not know our other wingmates.
Absolutely.
Wingmates were from all around the country. So you suddenly had to take care of yourself. You were completely independent, but you were also completely responsible for yourself. And this was the time before mobile telephones, even I think before STD started. So you actually had to make a trunk call if you had to talk home, which means it was very rarely that you would make a trunk call. Trunk calls were also expensive in those days. We had to go to the post office and wait there for a trunk call. So the only way you could actually communicate with home was writing a letter, and a letter will take 1 week to reach home, and then if a reply comes, it will come after 1 or 2 weeks. So you were all by yourself, but it was a wonderful environment, because the people you met, I met you, I met Bichitra, I met Harshid, I met Nagbhushan, I met all our wingmates, Sanjeev, who was next room to me, and all of us, I think, came together without any inhibitions, and all of us were able to share our thoughts, our dreams, what we wanted to do, what we were not able to do, where we needed help, where we could support others. We were able to, and all of us came with different strengths and different perspectives, and I think we were able to pull that together very well without any other agenda. The only agenda was to be together, enjoy ourselves, and learn as much as we could.
Absolutely.
And given the kind of place that 𝗣𝗶𝗰𝗲 Pilani is, it doesn't even ask for attendance. You can attend, you need not attend, you make your own timetable. 𝗣𝗶𝗰𝗲 Pilani is such a liberal campus that I think it just enabled us to flourish in that environment and grow without actually reflecting on how we were growing. Yeah.
I don't know, many of the readers may not know that details, but Harish used to be our topper of our batch. He became the topper of the batch, so his name is still there in that board. So I'll ask you a ticklish question.
Yeah.
What was your survival strategy for the exams?
So Ranjan,
I will tell you one. I will share one.
Do you want to share that first?
No,
or you
first tell.
Okay.
What was your survival
So firstly, I don't think I was the topper of our entire batch, but of our 𝗃𝗃𝗃 section, yes, of electrical and electronics engineering. And I'm proud I did well. But, I was also having keen interest, Ranjan, like each of us. Okay, my keen interest was in all the English language activities there, elocution, quizzing, all this, and jam, just a minute, and so forth. So I think I got drawn into all those activities. So one survival strategy was, before the compre, I used to go to the library and study. This I used to do regularly, I know, to catch up on whatever I had missed out because of all these English language activities. The other survival strategy was, I would, at least in classes, I think I was fairly regular in classes. I didn't
miss any class.
Some classes I attended other sections,
Yeah,
but I didn't miss that which was permitted. I also used to write down my notes very carefully. That's a habit I have got till today. Apart from that, I think other survival strategies, I would say, I guess some of the courses which were very challenging and very difficult, very carefully try to understand, whatever I could, and if I could not understand something, I would write whatever I can in the papers.
In fact, my anecdote is that I don't know whether you remember. There was one course called Energy Conversion EC.
Yeah, I remember.
It was one of the
course.
most difficult courses.
Yes.
So I asked you once, first exam happened, so you scored very well. So I asked you, Harish, how did you score so much in this? We both were preparing, and we thought we thought this is a very difficult and boring subject. We used to find it very boring as well. So how did you score well? You told me one thing. I don't know whether you remember. You told Ranjan you have an elephant memory.
Yeah.
So that's the advantage you have. So you told Ranjan what I do. If I don't understand anything, I just remember that full page. And when the question, if there is some link, I write the whole page on that. I know something from that will matter. And this worked.
This is, Ranjan, this is true. I still remember those days. This is somewhat like, Hanuman was asked to bring those herbs. He said, I don't know what herbs they are. I'm bringing the whole mountain. But it worked at the end of the day.
It worked.
So some of this we used to do. These are survival strategies in college.
Did you study seriously any night? Seriously?
I don't think BITS was such a serious place, Ranjan. Okay. I don't think BITS was such a serious place. BITS actually gave us a lot of freedom. Yes, it was important to study, but I can't say I stayed till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock and studied. I can't think of any day in BITS where I would have been awake beyond, let's say, 11:30.
You were an early sleeper.
I was an early sleeper. And
we used to wake you up sometimes.
Yeah, if I tried to study beyond that, I would study all wrong things. Not what was to be studied from the books. So I was an early sleeper, and BITS was like that. Whatever was the grade point average each of us got or did not get, etc., I don't think we were overly concerned with that. Okay, we wanted to do well, we wanted to graduate, but I would say the performance pressure was very calibrated, and that was good for us because we got to do so many other things on campus, which I think have really been our life's learnings more than just the studies itself.
And one memorable hostel habit?
One memorable hostel habit was actually taking my bath in hot water.
You were the one who used to have that rod.
I had the heating rod with me because Pilani used to get very cold, and I came from a place which was always hot, Madurai. So making sure that I had a good hot water bath was one habit. And the other habit I still remember is in the mess, when my omelets were being made, I would always ask the chef to put a little bit of cheese in the omelette and get it done, which I liked very much. The third habit I guess I picked up in BITS Pilani, Ranjan, was walking everywhere with Hawaii slippers and not having any other footwear. Till I joined corporate life, and maybe till I went to 𝗬𝗵𝗽𝗲, wearing shoes was a very infrequent habit.
Absolutely. What did friendship mean to you then?
Good question. What friendship meant to me was the ability to go and ask you, or go and ask Nagbhushan, or go and ask any of our wingmates or friends for some help or support. And I've done that on many occasions. What friendship meant to me was the ability to just sit and chat without any inhibitions. Whatever you wanted to say. And we would sit in one person's room or the other person's room and chat for long periods of time on anything that you wanted to talk about. What friendship also meant was enjoying some of the most pleasurable activities of life together, whether it was going to the Audi and watching the movies, whether it was going to the bank canteen or to Connaught and having samosas and chai, or a mango milkshake during summer, or whether it was just going to the Saraswati Mandir for prayers late in the evening and sitting on the grass lawns there outside the temple together, or whether it was coming back to Delhi on our way to Pilani and roaming through Delhi city and watching movies late at night. So friendship was doing all these things together, but friendship was also knowing that you had people that you could depend on and people that you could reach out to if you needed something. Friendship was also about helping those people if they required help in any fashion. And friendship was also about the assurance that late at night, if I feel a little afraid, or if I feel a little scared, or if a question comes to my mind, I can go to one of these people and ask.
Without any
inhibition. All these were the elements of friendship. Friendship was also singing together. And in our case, of course, Bichitra used to lead the singing, and all of us used to sing along with him, or on the music nights in BITS Pilani, dancing on the chairs. So friendship was all these things together.
Two things you were very active. One is that you were very active in our cultural festival, Oasis. you have been very good. You were in ILAS and all other things you were doing. And second thing, which many of our viewers would love to know, that you were, although not you were one of the toppers, you were also the president of our students union. So if that is so, these two things, what did it do to your confidence, or what did it do to build you as a person?
So I think, Ranjan, the kind of activities that we do alongside our studies are very, very important, and we should do the things that we are really passionate about. Okay, I know the amount of work you did for the 𝗘𝗽𝗶𝗀𝗲, for instance, on campus. But for me, I think writing, elocution, quizzing, these have always been part of my life, even when I was in school. And when I came to BITS Pilani, I suddenly found that the level of competition in each of these had gone up. There were people from all across the country who were exceedingly good in each of these. I think working with them gave me the opportunity to work with some very good minds. You know, while organizing a quiz, you sat with the ILAS secretary at that time, who was senior to me, or you sat with other people who are equally passionate about quizzing to research the questions for the quiz. And I think that interaction with like-minded people who loved that particular subject really opened your mind up a lot. Or for instance, sitting on stage and having to do a just a minute in 1 minute in the midst of an Oasis Skullfest, where you were representing BITS Pilani, it gave you confidence that yes, you could speak. Even though a lot of what I was speaking was sheer rubbish, but still it gave you confidence that I could speak. And I guess as a marketer, we need to know how to speak later in life.
Right.
President of the Students' Union was a slightly different ball game, because there were many complexities, many points of view to be managed. And what that taught me was really that one of the things you have to do is to listen to people, take many views on board before you come to well-considered decisions. And the second thing that it taught me was, life is messy. Things are not clean. You have to learn how to deal with messy situations and still keep your head on your shoulders and not feel stressed about anything. If I go back to the discussions that we would have had with our director or with our chief warden, some of them didn't produce very clear results. Some of them produced very clear results, but you had to deal with both situations and do what was best for the student community. I think the biggest learning, Ranjan, that I had from both the English language activities as well as the Students' Union president was, take what you think are the right actions. Don't worry about whether the actions translate into some very good results or not. You do what you think is right and then push for the right actions. The actions may happen or may not happen. The results may happen or may not happen. But if you take the right actions, you always feel happy.
Very true. Absolutely. I think this is something which viewers will take it as a note, because you do the thing which you feel and you are convinced that this is right at this particular moment of time, which I have seen you taking. And then, of course, be prepared for it.
The issue is that if you do something which you think is not right, but you're doing it only because you think it is politically expedient, or because you think it's a clever thing to do, then it is always hanging on your mind, saying, I did not do the right thing. Have I really let down someone? Or have I let down the role that I am performing, which may have been ILAS secretary or president at that time. So whenever I did the right thing in those roles, I felt very happy. And in a couple of instances where I did not do the right thing, I also felt unhappy. And I said, as far as I am concerned, doing the right thing matters much more. And then, of course, I will push very hard for the result to happen. Sometimes the result is out of your hands, and then you don't need to get too worried about it.
Do you remember the night before you were to file nomination for your presidentship? What happened?
Yeah, I remember it very hazily. Because I do remember that I was not too keen on becoming the president, but I do remember that many of you did argue with me why I should become the president. And I also remember that after I filed my nomination, for some time there was a campaign, but after that the person whom I was fighting against, then he withdrew his nomination. This much I remember very clearly. Yeah.
That's what that night was very important for most of us who were there. So we were looking who is the alternate. So that's what. If he doesn't agree, then what? Yeah. Anyway, that's.
But in retrospect, I'm very happy that all of you convinced me to take up that role. And I think in the 1 year that I was president, I tried my best to do some things which benefited.
No, it was one of the best periods, of course.
Yeah.
And
I still very happy that a large event like 𝗘𝗶𝗀 actually started during that time. Yeah.
That's right. So Harish, during your presidency, if you have to describe a defining moment, what was that?
So I think, Ranjan, one defining moment during my presidency was when we actually got a new constitution for the Students' Union created. It went through a lot of pain, a lot of stakeholder discussion between the hostel reps and the committee, and eventually it was put to vote and the constitution was approved for the Students' Union. I would think that that was very, very fulfilling to me, because it laid down all the responsibilities of the Students' Union, what we should do, what we were standing for, how we should function. So that was a very defining moment. The other defining moment was when the Students' Union collaborated with the Institute in the creation of 𝗘𝗶𝗀, which was a festival of ideas and a festival celebrating research, academics, and intellectual inquiry. And it is very good to see that 𝗘𝗶𝗀 has continued all the way until today. And today, of course, it is many, many times the size that it was at that time.
Great, absolutely. I think these are some things which also define you as a leader of the union. So let me tell you from our side, this is a ringside view. It's not, you will not realize it, but it's something which has defined you.
But let me be equally honest. I think I made several errors as president of the Students' Union, and I learned more, I think, from my errors than I learned from my achievements. Yeah.
Good. Okay, just before completing hostel life and 𝗘𝗶𝗀 Pilani life,
yes,
I have something for you.
What is that?
I've just pulled out some photographs
from your album.
My album. You know that I used to maintain, I used to be good input. So I will give you, I just got 4. Okay. I will try to give you the one by one.
Okay.
Please
and what do you
remember,
want me to do? What do you want me to do?
Please remember what is the incident, what was the occasion, and how it was.
So it's like a quick fire.
It's like
test,
a quick fire or a quiz to you.
I will
you are a quizzer, no? So it's a quiz. So this is the first good photograph is this.
Yes. So this I remember very well. This is immediately after a quiz that was conducted, and the person here is Professor 𝗘𝗽𝗀, who was our quiz master on the quiz. And I am, of course, sitting next to him, and I can see many people here, including Kurian, including Sarbajit Roy, etc. So this was a photograph taken immediately after that quiz got over.
Okay. And what was I doing there? Did you see me?
Yes, I've seen you. You're standing right. You're standing right behind me, and I think you helped us put the quiz together.
Some Hindi songs, if you remember.
Yes.
We used to have some Hindi songs. That is how.
Yes, I remember that very much. I remember that very much, and I can't make out everyone here. I can make out some of you, but I can definitely make you out. There is very little change between then and now. And I must. This photograph also evokes memories of Professor 𝗘𝗽𝗀.
That's what I thought.
He was so wonderful at maths and combinatorials. At the same time, I went and asked him, "Sir, will you conduct a quiz?" And he was very, very happy to conduct the quiz.
And he was so forthcoming. I remember that.
He must have been the deputy director at that time.
Yeah, he was the deputy director there.
Lovely, very nice picture.
Then some lovely other photographs.
Okay.
Do you remember this photo?
Yes, I remember this photo. In fact, I have this photograph also.
So you also have this. Okay.
This is on the Skylab lawns, if I am not mistaken.
Yes, Skylab lawns.
Skylab lawns, and most of our wingmates are here, but not everyone. Not everyone. So I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I think maybe 2 or 3 people are missing. If you say 12 in a wing. So I remember this photograph very well.
And you remember almost everyone there?
I remember Nagbhushan from here. I remember myself. I remember Bichitra. I remember Sunil. I remember Harshid. I remember Mukesh. I remember you. So I think most people.
Most
of
the people.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So you have a photographic memory. So this is a fall of that only.
Yes.
Same day photograph.
This is true. And although here there are a few people who are not in that photograph. I think I can see Vivek Gupta here.
Yes, Vivek was also.
He was not in that
What was
picture.
the thought going on in your mind during that period? You just see your stance.
I was, this was a kind of musical photograph because you can see right in front the guitar is there and people are standing in a very musical Beatles-like pose here. And thought going on through my mind was, perhaps one of it was a very, very neutral feeling. I was there with my friends. There was a photograph being taken, and I just wanted to be looking very relaxed. But I can make out from the photograph I was not very relaxed. My stance was a little unrelaxed, if I may.
Another thing, I just want to point it out to you. But I don't know how to play guitar, but I was playing guitar there.
Yeah,
the photograph that must have also stuck to you.
Yeah, that also struck me. But you used to sing Hindi songs very well. You used to sing Hindi songs very well. Vivek was a guitarist. Vivek was a guitarist.
So it is his guitar which I was playing, and that's why your stance is like
Did you manage to play well?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
The last one.
Yes, this photograph also I remember. This photograph was, I think, in the front wing of Krishna in one of our rooms. Okay, I'm not sure whether it was in your room or in Mukesh's room, but in one of our rooms. And this photograph, I think, had happened soon after I had acted in a play, and I was required to shave off my beard for the play.
That's true.
Yeah.
And it is in Harshit's room.
In Harshit's room.
Only thing is that please find out whose hand is where.
That is very difficult. Very, very difficult to find out because the hands are all over the place as they should be. But Harshit's room was always the neatest arranged room. Neatest arranged room with so many pictures and with a very nice music system in the room and so forth. That I remember. That I remember very well. But you're right. You can't really make out whose hand is where. It would be very difficult. Maybe you need an AI engine or something to make it out. But I remember this very well, Ranjan. There was a play that I was acting in called Night of January the 16th, which was an Ayn Rand play by the English Drama Club. And I don't know why, but they made me shave off my beard for that.
You had a beard at that point.
I had a beard at that point.
So that's the first time we were seeing you without beard. So that's how.
That is correct. So was this was in the Krishna front wing upstairs.
Yes, same place.
So this would have been our third year.
This is in our third year.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you.
Very nice photographs. They evoked
I had
a lot
many
of
more.
memories.
I thought, okay.
No, they evoked a lot of lovely memories. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.